What a moment. What brilliant pictures. 1,026 long Premier League minutes later, 14 matches, Rasmus Højlund's match winner for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United to complete the comeback. Here are both of United's goal scorers with Ian Irving.
Alejandro, Rasmus, congratulations. How does that feel?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great feeling, you know. We are Manchester United, we are 2-0 down and we never give up, so it's a great comeback from the team.
Yeah, the second half was a fantastic reaction. 2 goals from Alejandro and a goal for you finally as well, Rasmus. I guess you're the happiest man in Manchester.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I'm happy. I'm the happiest man alive right now. You can see on the celebrations as well. And yeah, like Anna said, we believe until the end, and we showed a lot of character again today.
Important result today, clearly, but for you to get that first goal as well, how difficult have these months been after the move not to get that first Premier League strike?
Yeah, like the manager said, I've scored a couple in the Champions League, but of course it's been a while in the Premier League now, so I'm happy to get the first one, and now hopefully I can just build on that and keep going.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was first time finish on the post and then it went in. So yeah, I'm happy. But I'm happy for the 3 of us and for the attackers as well, because today we showed a lot of character and we showed a lot of confidence as well.
They're taking it in turns to sing both your names in the Stretford end. Incredible. For you, in that second half, Alejandro, the way that you grasped that game, you grabbed that game, was that what you were aiming to do? Was that your determination?
Yeah, I said in the changing room we need just 1 goal to be back on the game, and I scored the first one, but they say it was offside. But I said before, we never give up, so it's just to score the first goal and then keep pressing, and I'm very happy for Rasmus also to get his first goal. And too many people talk about the strikers in Manchester United. We never score goals, assists, but today you see Rashford with assists, with goals. So we are very happy. Everyone.
That's more like it, isn't it?
Very happy. One of the best days of my life.
Really fantastic. Well, it's going to get even better. Rasmus, can you provide him with that, the player of the match, Alejandro Garnacho?
This is the player of the match.
Thank you, brother. I love you.
Well done, guys.
A lot of relief, a lot of smiles, a lot of happiness, and understandably so, because courtesy of those 2 young, 20 and 19 respectively, they are, United completed the comeback. And let's have a closer look at that finish. I mean, Michael said it wasn't straightforward. When you haven't scored in the Premier League for over 1,000 minutes, to take that at the Stretford end like this?
Yeah, it's not easy, and the pressure's really been on him, as he was saying himself there, but very instinctive finish. And as Michael said before, there's only a small area of the goal he can really go for, and he finds it perfectly. So he bounces off again. A little bit of good fortune, but he needs a bit of good fortune. That's exactly what he's needed. The chance he's been waiting for, and so pleased for the lad, you know, to get on the score sheet, winning goal at Old Trafford. Brilliant night for him.
When your confidence is low, Steve, that's exactly what you want. An instinctive finish. You don't want much time to think about it. Because so many thoughts go through your head. You just need something that just totally lands, and you've just got to instinctively finish it. So it was a beautiful finish, because as I said earlier, it was a very tricky one. On your left foot, dropping like that, tiny area to hit, and with all the pressure of 2-2. And you can just see from the players' reactions there, in the interview, and the fans, nights like tonight have been missing for so long from Manchester United. I mean, I can't remember Old Trafford so happy in months and months, probably. So it was a good night to be a Manchester United player, fan, and of course they need to build on it now.
We both know Diego Forlan well. He went over 800 odd minutes. Ironically, his first goal came at Old Trafford against Aston Villa. We then saw what he went on to do. What could this do for Højlund in terms of releasing the handbrake and the shackles and injecting belief going forward now?
Well, that's exactly what it should do. It should take the handbrake off for him, should give him that bit of confidence we expected from him. We expect goals from him. He's not got a great goal-scoring record in the past. But really, in the last few weeks, he's not really had chances, so you can't say he's a bad finisher, I think, Champions League-wise.
He's still the joint top scorer.
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Even though United are out.
We know he can finish. If you watch the Champions League game, you watch his goals, some really composed finishes. That goal again tonight, I think Christian Eriksen will help him being in the team. I've said that before again. I think he makes a big difference. And I don't think he was especially brilliant tonight, but he's the one player when they get the ball, him and Fernandes as well, they can get on their bike. They know that this ball, if they make the right run, it will come. Now, Eriksen has been out for a long time. He makes a big difference to this team. I think Varane coming back into the team is good as well, possibly with another defender. You've got the quality of Casemiro. I think in 3 or 4 weeks this team will be a different team. And I still don't think it's a team where you're going to say they're going to challenge for the title. I don't think we're there yet. It's a team to challenge for the top 3 or 4 and a team to possibly win a cup competition. But I think with all these players come back, if we can keep Eriksen fit, I think creativity-wise, it gives his forward a real chance of scoring goals.
And in terms of going forward, as I mentioned, the 2 goal scorers tonight are 19 and 20, respectively.
Yeah, and don't forget Marcus Rashford and all that. I mean, he was probably the person at half-time that I was thinking is either going to create or score one himself, and to get back Manchester United back into. He created one. It was given offside, and then he went and did it again moments later. So I think all 3 of the attacking players tonight can think it's a job well done. They're all relatively young. They can all get better. So I think it's a lot of positives there. The only word of caution I would say is that Aston Villa allow you to do that. I mean,
with the high line.
There you play a high line, and you know, when things are going great, it is great. But if they give a couple of balls away in midfield areas and Manchester United just win it and play forward quickly, they're so exposed, and especially when you've got some of the pace that we've just spoken about. So, certainly not putting a dampener on it, but Aston Villa sort of, allowed Manchester United, let's say, back into the game with some sloppy play. And I don't think other teams will play such a high line and make it so easy for Manchester United.
Having said that, they exploited it with those 3 goals in 22 minutes. Marcus Rashford's assist, as Michael says, for the first one was important. Garnacho, as he mentioned, had already had one very close, ruled out for offside by this stage.
Yeah, we always felt it was going to come from down Marcus' side. I think he had a pass early on that was ruled offside to somebody. But that inside left channel was always a threat for United. And with Marcus' pace, he looked like he was back to life tonight, Marcus. He's looked a little bit flat the last few weeks. Possibly he's had a bit of illness, I don't know. But it was a real threat tonight. You know that blistering pace he's got. And sometime in the first half especially, he's possibly shooting from there. But he made the right choice, and it's a decent finish from Garnacho. Gets a little bit fortunate. I think the keeper does touch it, but the only thing he's trying to do there is get it on target. He's done that, and luckily enough he scored a goal.
Yeah, I mean, Rashford's ball is beautiful.
Yeah.
I like the way he took the pace off that finish. A lot of the time when a goalkeeper is scrambling, running across to block, if you hit it hard, you're playing to the goalkeeper's strengths. If you just kill the speed of it, the goalkeeper continues to go that, and you can go back to that corner where it's just come from. So I like the way he did that. He didn't panic. He took the pace off the ball. But I think Marcus Rashford, we saw with the disallowed goal, and we saw a similar thing then. Left-footed ball. It wasn't an easy ball to play, and it was a very nice one, and that got them back. And once they had the momentum into the Stretford end, there was only going to be one result.
You could feel it, and they got a little bit of luck with the deflection for Garnacho's second. Had they earned that by that stage, though, for you?
Yeah, I think so. And I think Garnacho especially had earned it. I think he was a real threat all night, and he was one player along with Marcus who said, right, I'm going to take this game by the scruff of the neck now. I'm going to get us right back in this game. I'm going to possibly try and win the game. And yeah, it is a little bit fortunate. But as you say, I think he deserved it. It does take a little bit of a deflection off. I'm not sure who it's off, actually. Is it Longley? And goes into the net, and Martez can't do anything about it. But as you say, he earned the right to do that. He was not the one player. There's a couple of them, but he said, I'm going to win this game for us. I'm going to get us right back in this game. And he did that. And for a young player, you can only admire that.
I must ask you, 95 seconds after that, and everyone says you're most vulnerable when you've just scored, Villa's next attack, Johnny Evans with a block. Was that as good as a goal?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Being a striker.
Just testing.
Trying to get me to pat the back of a defender. But no, it was brilliant from Johnny Evans. I mean, this was in. Slight miss kick from McGinn. He'll be kicking himself, thinking if he was a little bit more accurate into that corner, he wouldn't have given the goalkeeper, or Johnny Evans for that matter, any chance. As you can see, it just wasn't quite struck clean. But what a block that was from Johnny Evans. That was probably going in. I can't imagine Onana was going to get to that.
No, I think he should score. As Michael said, he did scuff it. It's into the ground. I think if he goes high, it's a goal.
14th time they've come down from 2 down to win a game in the Premier League, more than any other team. It did have a feel, I hate to say it, of the olden days there under the lights at Old Trafford?
Well, I was just about to say 13 of them probably in his day.
One was this season, in fairness, against Nottingham.
Yeah,
Forest,
I mean, it feels like that's been a long time coming. As you say, it's the second time it's happened this season, but it just feels that Manchester United fans in that stadium tonight were desperate to show the love, to celebrate. You could just see, even in the goal, Højlund's goal, the reaction of it wasn't a normal goal. It was more than that. You could see relief and tension and everything bursting out as one. So I think the club as a whole, especially with the news of the new investment and everything else like that, it just felt like perfect timing. And all of a sudden, Manchester United fans will be walking home from Old Trafford, will be going to bed tonight thinking, do you know what? There's a little bit to look forward to now.
OK, a much better day for everyone connected with the club, including their manager. Here he is, Erik ten Hag.
Erik, what a game, but especially the second half. What changed from the first half into the second half? I know you've had chances in the first half, but that was an unbelievable second half by United.
Yeah, but when you don't score, and that was our problem now in the last games against Liverpool. We could have scored. The best chances were ours with Garnacho and with Højlund against West Ham United with Garnacho. But now we are down. We kept fighting. And so what is the difference? We kept believing, and we are determined and resilient. We wanted so much that win, and so we did.
So nothing was changed in the second, and between the two halves, you just told them to play the way that they played because they were making chances.
Yes, it was just slightly. We make an adjustment in the half time, but our game already first half was okay. We got down by 2 set plays where we maybe lose a little bit focus, or it was very smart from Aston Villa. You can also see it in that way, but keep playing, believing that you will win. First get the 2-1, and then we will see what happens. And then also you see then they get nervous.
An excellent game from Alejandro Garnacho, but of course Rasmus, it was an unbelievable moment for him because he's been trying to finally score the goal, and it is the winner. The first Premier League goal for him.
Yeah, them both will be in the spotlight, and they deserved it. But also Marcus Rashford played a very good game, and they were continually a threat, the three up front. And well served by Bruno and by Christian Eriksen with smart passing. So I'm very pleased with the performance from everyone. But I'm very happy with the first goal of Rasmus Højlund. And I think Alejandro Garnacho, he played a very good game. It was a brilliant game from him.
He did. Just to bring you back to your original point, Eriksen and Fernandes in the same team. It's not always easy to do. But that, obviously, as you say, enhances the chances created for Manchester United for the likes of Højlund. Would you like to see that more often now?
I'd like to see it all the time if they were available. I know Eriksen did play a few games at the start of the season, wasn't quite right. I don't think his form wasn't right, and obviously he went out of the team being injured. But I just think he makes the team a better team. Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 players to all of a sudden make your team click and play football. And I think Eriksen's that man for Man United. I think Bruno likes him being behind him. He knows he can go into these spaces and he will find him. And it helps the forward player, because the forward players know if I'm going to run, he will find me. He's capable of finding me. So yeah, he's a big threat for Manchester. They've just got to try and keep him fit now. I think Fernandes will love playing with him. I say the forwards will enjoy playing. I think they'll create more chances with him. They'll look more of a threat. Now, actually tonight, I thought Aston Villa probably contributed a bit to the way United played, the way United created chances, and it was a way of playing that suited United. There's such a high line, and United have got real pace. It was a tricky way to play right across the front line. You think of all three, and Rashford, Højlund and Garnacho, they're all quick, and that high line they played suits them. And as I say, Marcus got in, and once they got, as we said at half time, once they got a couple of chances or 1 or 2 goals, you felt they were going to go on to win the game because Aston Villa were that open. Now, if they'd have sat deep and made it difficult for United, I think it would have been a lot more difficult, especially with the way confidence has been in the last few weeks. So look, I think Aston Villa contributed, but United's quality in the end shown, and they deserve to win the game.
And just a word on Villa, they've quite rightly had a lot of plaudits recently. They were 2 up with half an hour to go. Will he not change Unai Emery, or will he reflect on what perhaps he could have done there at 2-0 up?
I don't think he'll change, because let's just take the first goal for an example. He won't think that that's a tactical problem. his centre-half gave the ball away. You just simply can't do that, and that's what he'll be taking out of it. Don't give the ball away, and we don't concede that goal. Nothing to do with the system, what he'll think. So I think I think he'll continue with doing what he's doing. They're having a fantastic season. They were brilliant in the first half. But, of course, that bandwagon started and it was hard to stop it at the end.
It was. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your company. It was Manchester United's night. And in particular, Rasmund Højlund. The Premier League wait for that goal is over. And the three of us will see you soon.